I'm here to rally my support behind Vipers Football Club. I'm also here to rally my support behind Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, the proprietor of Vipers Football Club. The current standoff between FUFA and Vipers threatens the existence of this club. This club, the last 20 years, it has empowered the youth. It has created employment. It has created an environment whereby every young boy and girl, man and woman around Chitende community has benefited from the development of football in this community. I call upon all legends to stand behind Vipers Football Club. I call upon every football loving Uganda to stand behind Vipers Football Club. This is a moment where each and every individual that loves Uganda needs to stand behind Vipers Football Club. The choice is much more clearer than ever. The Federation of Uganda Football Association in the last 14 years has failed to serve their mandate. The Federation of Uganda Football Association gets 20 billion every year to manage, to develop, to promote football. It is only in Uganda that the football leader has created a narrative to the unsuspecting public that football development is about the national team's success. And therefore, his concentration has been to channel all the resources that he's getting from FIFA into the national teams. The last 14 years, our clubs have never gotten any support. It is only in Uganda that a football president can sign a sponsorship contract without consulting the football clubs. It's only in Uganda that a football leader will sign a 10-year sponsorship contract that is supposed to cater for all the clubs in Uganda, but he decides to only cater for the two divisions, the first division and the second division, the third division, the fourth division, the fifth division, all these clubs getting ill-facilitated. It is only in Uganda that we have seen a federation president that inherits some of the best football facilities and they end up in decay. The last 14 years, we've seen our resources, our financial resources and human resources decay to its lowest. The last 14 years, we have seen our government having to cough up money to see our national team going to play or host their international games in countries like Morocco, in countries like Cameroon, even as much as we have great facilities in Rwanda. It is only in Uganda that we can ignore facilities in Tanzania and decide to go and spend billions of shillings in Morocco and Cameroon. Why is this so? These are all schemes that have been orchestrated to see that the government can lose money. These are all schemes that are orchestrated by selfish interests. The last 14 years, it's only in Uganda that the federation president has orchestrated a scheme and has convinced government that national team players deserve to receive a salary, knowing very well that you are only as good as your last performance. It's only in Uganda that the unsuspecting public do not question why the national team players keep on changing every single time. These players have not been receiving this money, yet this money has been signed for every month. The government has been releasing this money. The federation knows very well that national team players and squads keep changing from time to time, depending on form. So this is the widespread corruption that has been going on in Uganda football. The last 14 years have seen, as I said, our always reliable UPDF brigade stepping to revive our decayed Nambole. Thank God the UPDF were able to rehabilitate Nambole and were able to host some of the best national teams during the recent CHAN. The last 14 years, we have seen FIFA goal projects being abused. We have seen a FIFA goal project that is intended as a public good for every young boy and girl to be able to access being sold to a local club. The last 14 years, we have also seen Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa aggressively and continuously exhibit his huge appetite for success for Ugandan football, showcasing these performances through Vipers Football Club. Vipers Football Club becoming one of the best football clubs in Africa, going on to represent Uganda, going on to promote tourism, attracting some of the best football clubs on the continent to come and compete here, attracting forex into the country, and his generosity at the same time for hosting national team games at Vipers Stadium. This is the reason why I'm humbly requesting Engineer Moses Magogo, I give you credit for whatever you have done for Ugandan football, but you do not share a common vision of an impoverished family. You have taken advantage of the national team. In Uganda today, for you to qualify to even be called up in the national team, perhaps your last name needs to be Magogo. Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, I am very aware that he has sons. He has never taken advantage of such a platform to promote his children at the expense of the young Ugandans that need these opportunities. FIFA has continuously and generously given resources and funds to Ugandans in different goal projects. The Federation has had the access to receive funding for youth football, women football, but it's a pity. There are so many districts in Uganda. There are so many young girls and boys that do not even know what FIFA is, that have never even gotten any access to a football. This is the reason why I am not sure why Engineer Moses Magogo did not borrow a leaf from Dr. Patrice Motsepe, who has done a tremendous job in South Africa, who has done a tremendous job through his football club Sundowns. And it's the reason why South Africans are confident. South Africans have known that Dr. Patrice Motsepe is in CAF for the good reasons of the continent. And we have also seen an increased funding for football clubs in CAF competitions, the Confederation Cup. We've seen also in the Champions League competitions that African clubs are continuing to get support from CAF. In contrast, the Federation of Uganda Football Association orchestrated another scheme in selling to the government of Uganda that football clubs that go to represent Uganda in CAF competitions need support. Unfortunately, the government has continued to access this funding to the Federation. However, the clubs have not been receiving this money. This money has always been ending up under their pockets. FIFA itself has been funding the Federation. The girls, women football. Football for women is only in a few schools. There are no competitions. There are no widespread competition across the country. Uganda has more than 200 districts where each and every girl should have an opportunity to consume football as a product. Unfortunately, this has not happened. It's time to liberate football. It's time to support the government of Uganda. It's time to support Vipers Football Club. It's time to awaken the clubs that have been intimidated to compromise their principles for the common good of all Ugandans. And it's the reason why I call upon all the legends of football in Uganda, all the legends in African football, and all the legends in Europe. I appeal to Gianni Infantino. Ugandan football needs your attention. I appeal to Dr. Patrice Motsepe. Ugandan football needs your attention. Vipers Football Club has been the pilot of Ugandan football. Vipers Football Club has employed more than 20,000 Ugandan young boys and girls. Vipers Football Club has created a platform for all young boys and girls to get employment, which are the challenges of our population today. Uganda's population has a composition of 70% being the youth. And football as a tool plays a very, very important role, social and economic, to the well-being, the development, the excelling of our population. I would like to call upon all the Ugandans today to rally behind Vipers. I would like to call upon the players, the former players, the current players, and each and every football fan around the globe to support Uganda in this cause of liberating its football from the selfish individuals that have exploited this country of its resources. And this is the reason why today I'm here to appeal to all football-loving Ugandans. This is my appeal to former football players. This is my appeal to current football players. This is my appeal to all the football legends in Africa: JJ Okocha, Samuel Eto'o, Didier Drogba. This is my appeal to football legends in Europe. This is my appeal to Honorable and CAF President Patrice Motsepe. This is my appeal to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, strong man, able leader, who also was a football player, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. This is my appeal to Mama Janet, the First Lady. It's time to liberate football. And this is my humble request too, to Engineer Moses Magogo. It's time for you to step down, because you have not done your job. You have not promoted football. You have not developed football. You had 15 years and you had a chance to use all the resources that you had at your disposal. Our government has constantly shown that they are always ready to intervene and create a good environment for the youth. Our government has put more than 20 billion shillings at the disposal of the Federation of Uganda Football Association, which money has only been channeled to a few individuals. And the FUFA president, who is supposed to look after the interests of all Ugandans, especially looking at the fact that our population is a composition of 70% of the youth, Mr. Magogo has done nothing to promote football for the youth. Mr. Magogo has done nothing to promote football for our girls. Mr. Magogo has done nothing to promote football for our boys. And finally, Mr. Magogo is paving a way to eliminate one of the most successful clubs, Vipers Football Club. A club that has created a good platform for our boys and girls in Uganda to have that chance to get educated, to get the skills that are required for them to be employed. Credit to Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa. The last more than 20 years, he has created a platform where a lot of our boys and girls have been able to get employment through contracts, to get employment by working in the different areas in his organization, Vipers Football Club, and St. Mary's Chitende, one of the best schools on this continent. Today, we are seeing one of Uganda's patriots in terms of promoting football at a standoff with a very selfish federation that has only orchestrated different schemes in exploiting this government of resources that are supposed to be channeled to the impoverished Ugandans in different communities. FUFA has a mandate to promote football in Uganda.